What's up, guys? Hey, I'm Dustin Ibarra.
And I'm Greg Baldwin.
And we're podcasting.
Yeah!
Yeah, man. Welcome to Good Things Are Happening.
Man, it's good to be here.
Good things are happening, dude.
It's awesome, dude.
It's
awesome,
exciting.
Man.
This is awesome because, like, we're doing this podcast and, like, good things are happening. And then it's like, I feel like we manifested this kind of.
What's something about you that people don't know? Something unique about you that people don't know.
Something unique about me that people don't know. I was raised Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, that's good.
And so I didn't like talk to people. I didn't really have a lot of friends or anything growing up. Never celebrated birthdays or holidays or Christmas. Didn't celebrate anything. So I remember when I first got a Christmas present one time, I was like, I don't handle getting gifts well. Like, I get all like, if someone gives me a gift, I'm like, I can't believe you're doing this for me, type of deal. You know, like I have a weird thing about getting like gifts. Receiving things. I'm always like, it's a big deal. Even if it's nothing, I'm just like, what is this? How, you did this for me? You know, like,
that's so cool.
Yeah. My first Christmas was with Christy and going with her family, and they have a Christmas tree. It's just, I still always feel out of place, you know, birthdays, holidays, anything. I always just feel weird about.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know? And I'm sure like that upbringing has probably caused you some difficulties in your life, but it's also probably given you a lot of gifts in your life.
I mean, I was a pretty good kid. I don't know. It gave me a good moral compass, you know, but then I also sometimes wonder if that's why whenever I got out of it and because I went straight from like uptight, super religious religion and straight into stand-up comedy, which is the opposite of that. And so you go from like going door to door, knocking on people's houses and talking about God to like you're in a bar and people are doing dick jokes and like you're just like people are doing hard drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wonder if that's why, maybe because I was always a late bloomer into like alcohol and drugs, but I wonder if it's because I was like trying to make up for all that time or something. I don't know.
Freedom. Maybe you had some drug and alcohol. What's it called when you get to lose your inhibitions?
Yeah,
you get to drink and use drugs, and you feel a little more free.
I never celebrated Christmas.
Give me another Coke.
Yeah,
give me another lime.
Do a lime. This is 23 birthdays.
Yeah. What's that? Sloth? No, not sloth. What's the deadly sin where?
Yeah.
Not pride, not envy, greed.
Gluttony.
Yeah, you became a glutton.
Glutton, big time. Yeah.
Wow. One of the things.
What about you? What's something that people don't know about you?
One of the things that people don't know about me, when I was a little kid, I used to collect coins. Mm-hmm. And I used to save up my paper route money, and I would go to the coin store, and I have a Roman penny that's like 2,000 years old, and all these old coins. And so when I was using meth, I had amassed this little box, and I used to love like thinking the history, like, you know, what was it like? Somebody bought like an apple in Rome with this Roman penny, you know, and you
think they bought an apple?
Yeah,
they could have paid for a Roman hand job
at the bathhouses.
Yeah,
right? They have
exactly.
bathhouses, and so I had amassed this box of coins, and so when I was using meth, I pawned my coin collection. I took it to the pawn shop. I got a loan against it, so I can get more drugs. And my grandma, when she was alive, she saved all of her coins all of her life. And so my grandma died. She left all these old coins to my mom, and my mom always told me, "We're going to give you these coins when we pass." And towards the end of my using, I ran out of money. I went in my mom's closet and I started stealing my grandma's coins. And I went through, and I take them to the pawn shop, getting loans against it so I can score more drugs. And my mom figured out that I was stealing the coins, and she confronted me and she said, "You're stealing Nona's coins? Like, what happened to you?" You know, and she couldn't believe it. And I looked at my mom's eyes that day, and I realized I was killing my mom with stress and worry and lack of sleep. And so when I got sober, I had a lot of shame and guilt around those coins, and I hadn't lost them yet because I was paying the interest on them. But, part of my recovery process, I had to go back and make amends for the things that I've done. And one of the most profound experiences that I've had in recovery is I started working again, and I went back to that coin shop, and I bought every single coin that I stole from my grandma and my mom, and I returned them all to my mom. And I also got my personal coin collection back. And so now when I think of those coins, I used to have this ball in my stomach and this shame and this guilt. And now when I think of those coins,
dude, that's beautiful.
Like happiness, joy, freedom. Like I don't have that shame and that guilt from doing that. And a lot of other things that I've done, I've made amends for. And I was talking to my mom last week, and my mom said to me, she says, Greg, you are such an incredible son. You're a wonderful son. And, and that's what recovery's given me, is that redemption to fix the things that I've done wrong in the past, and be a good son, and be a good friend, and be a good brother, and be, a good person in recovery that helps people. And, it was a powerful moment.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Real quick, now you got me thinking about, like, I remember as a kid, like there was alcohol in my family, big time, just chaos. I just I had a few stepdads, just moved around like every year as a kid. I remember my mom drank a lot, and she was in the mental hospital sometimes. And when I remember one time I walked in, she was like slitting her wrist, and it was just one of those moments, like, what is going on? And I remember just all the shame from the neighbors coming outside and looking, and my mom's going to the hospital and she's all strapped down. And it was right when I started kind of doing stand-up, like right when I was in like high school, and I just started doing stand-up. And I remember just so many times growing up pouring beer and liquor down the sink, because I'm like, I'm never going to be that. That's never going to happen to me. This stuff is poison. It's the devil,
Yeah.
And then later in life, I would be the one pouring my drinks down the sink because I say that I never want to do this.
Yeah.
And over the past few months, man, since I got sober, my mom has been seeing it, because I got like over a year and a half now. She sees what I'm doing. I haven't like preached it on her or anything, but she started going to recovery meetings. And when I was back in Dallas, she was like, "Can I sit in on your meeting with you?" And I was like, man, it's one of those things, like you wish you would have got it a long time ago.
Yeah.
But just getting it is like, it's helped. It's something that I never thought would happen, and
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So led
she's
the
doing
way.
Good. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Like just people I don't know. I got a few other people out there that I'm hoping it gets to.
I know.
But like we're lighthouse. They say you can't. Got to be a lighthouse, not a. Lighthouses don't chase boats. You just got to.
Lighthouses don't chase boats.
Yeah.
Man. We just sit here. We turn our lights on, and
no one would have got me. When people were trying, you got to get your shit together. I wasn't gonna get my shit together.
Yeah.
I'm glad they were there when I was ready.
That's powerful, dude.
Yeah, man. Well, cool, dude. That was awesome. I'm Dustin Ibarra.
I'm Greg Baldwin.
Find us on social media and on the web at goodthingspod.com.
You can also find us on Instagram and YouTube at Good Things Are Happening Podcast.
We're on Patreon. Sign up because we're going to have some cool stuff on there.
Like really, really, really cool stuff.
So dope we can't even talk about it. Yeah. And remember, when life gets you down, good things are happening.
Good things are happening. Help somebody.